It's that time of the year again. The malls are packed, online sales beckon, and that carefully crafted holiday budget strains against the demands placed on it. That's right, we're in the middle of the holiday season rush. And on today's Good to Know, we are joined by Anna Marie Millett of Pinellas County's Office of Consumer Protection for some smart holiday shopping tips. Welcome, Anna Marie. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much for coming out. This is a really important time of the year for shoppers, isn't it?
It is.
And one of the things that shoppers really need to know is how on earth do you keep your holiday budget in line? It's a very important piece of information to know.
Well, it is an important issue is budgeting. You can start early or as soon as you can and set up an account to put some money away either weekly or monthly and just stick to your budget. You want to make a list of who you're going to shop for and stick to that list and then only spend what you have for each person.
And if you're a little late this year to get it done, remember the holiday season's coming again next year as well. So if you haven't done something like a Christmas club at your bank.
Exactly. We're always caught off guard, but the holidays are the same time every year, so plan ahead, start saving, make that list you can buy throughout the year so you catch sales and purchase little by little so that you're not overwhelmed at the end of the year when the holidays do arrive.
Good thought. I like that, thinking ahead. That requires a little forethought. What are some of the best ways you can save on your holiday shopping? I know there's specials out there. What are some other suggestions you've got? You
can old-fashioned way of clipping coupons. Retailers want your business, so they're going to send out all kinds of specials, whether it's through email. Your phone has apps where you can shop around, see where the best price is and the product. And then also you can, some stores, if you spend more, you make more, so you'll get free products, maybe free wrapping. So take advantage of all that. It'll save you time and money.
Don't some stores also offer price matching? If a competitor has it for less, they can actually match that price sometimes?
Exactly.
Depends on the policy.
They'll have price matching or they'll accept coupons from retailers. So check out and see what they offer and you can save a lot of money.
Good way to keep the money in the pocket. Exchanges and refunds. I know we love to give, but some people love to return and go purchase what they'd like. That can be a really challenging time this time of the year. What are some of the policies people need to know about when it comes to refunds and exchanges?
Before you make any purchase, you need to know every retailer's return, exchange, or return policy. Reason being is because the stores set up their own policy, so they're going to vary. So you need to know, one, do they have a return or exchange policy? If so, what is the time frame? And then what are the requirements? You know, do you have to have a receipt with it, tags? Does it still need to be an unopened package? So check it out before you make the purchase so you know, because it will differ from store to store.
Now we can of course give the receipt, but also there's a gift receipt that doesn't have the amount that you spent on the gift?
Exactly. If you get that perfect gift for someone and they decide it's not the right gift for them, you can get a gift receipt and it doesn't disclose the value of the gift, but it allows them to make that return or exchange.
Not a bad thing to tuck in with the gift for people like to return things.
Exactly.
For many people, they don't want to fight the crowds at the malls. They don't want to go to the stores and fight. Online shopping is for them. I love to do it, by the way. But there are certain things you need to know about online shopping that are critical as well. What are some of those things?
Well, you want to go to websites of retailers that you're familiar with or legitimate stores to make sure that you're doing business. Also, just like in stores, you want to make sure what their terms and policies are. So make sure you read all that to see if there's any additional fees or if there's a trial period and so forth. And then just before you give out any information or a credit card, you want to make sure what information they're asking for and that it is secure and provided safely.
Now, if a store were to ask for some very sensitive information, so for instance, like a social security number, you wouldn't ever want to give that out to a store for online shopping, would you?
You definitely would not. If they're asking for information like social security number, mother's maiden name, those are huge red flags that something is not right. Again, anytime you're giving out personal information, you want to make sure who you're giving it to and for what purpose before you provide any information.
Okay, and then also you can read reviews of online shopping experiences with an online search, right?
Yeah, just like you check out products, you can check out a retailer, you can check ratings, reviews, you can check complaint history. That's always a good one too.
That's great advice right there, and that's, I know online shopping is just one of those things you just love to do. The holiday season brings out the best in many people, but unfortunately it also can bring out the worst. And the gamut ranges from charity scams to flat-out thieves trying to steal your information. What are some tips that you might have for people who want to shop this season to avoid those scams?
Charities, you also want to check them out as well. With the holidays, a lot of people will be asking for donations. They're not all legitimate, so you want to make sure your money goes to the proper cause. So you want to check them out through the state. They have a gift giver's guide. And also a lot of times charities use, or scammers will use, names that are similar to legitimate charities to fool you, to get your money and your donation. So make sure that you check them out thoroughly to make sure that you are giving to who you want to.
Yeah, certainly, that's a big one. I know that kind of spoofing the names of these big name charities happens a lot. Other safety tips, for instance, you've got your wallet out, you're trying to purchase. There's a lot of purchases to be made, or you may be at the teller machine, the ATM, with your PIN number. What are some things you might want to be aware of for that?
Well, with the holiday shopping, we get caught up in the hustle and bustle, and sometimes we're not cautious of what we're giving out or where our credit card is, so forth. You want to make sure that you are aware of your surroundings and your personal safety. Make sure you're putting things away, your money, your credit cards, in a safe place after each transaction. If you're using a PIN number or you're at an ATM, make sure that you conceal the information so somebody behind you can't get that information. And just be aware of your surroundings, because not everybody's out there shopping for the holidays or have good intentions.
Well, some people are shopping for the holidays, but with bad intentions.
Exactly.
And speaking of which, when you do actually purchase something, the best idea is if you're going to store it in your vehicle, is to keep it out of sight, correct?
Exactly. We don't want to walk around with all the bags in our hands, so we tend to take them back to our vehicle. Just make sure that they're put away securely. Best place probably be in locked trunk, but as long as it's concealed under a seat or somewhere where it's not in plain view sight.
Now, Anne-Marie, you gave us some great holiday shopping tips, but if people want more tips, where can they go?
Definitely look to our website at pinellascounty.org/consumer. You can call us at 727-464-6200 or stop in and speak with one of the investigators.
And you got those great tips for the season that are useful any time of the year, for sure.
Exactly. We shop throughout the year, so the tips are always helpful.
Always there. Anne-Marie, thank you very much for coming on today. This information is truly the gift that keeps on giving.
Thank you.
If you'd like more information on Pinellas County services, visit the county's website at www.pinellascounty.org. If you'd like to see a repeat of this episode or any other episode of Good to Know, visit www.pinellascounty.org/eSeries. And if you have any questions, please email them to us at communications-media1@pinellascounty.org. We'll get right back with you. Join us again for the next edition of Good to Know.